one of the beauties of Torah and how it talks to us on multiple levels. In Hebrew, it's called pardes. Pardes means an orchard, and what it represents is the idea of putting many different types of fruit trees together, and that the beauty of the different trees together and the variety that they represent is an added beauty than just having the same thing, one thing. And so if we would only learn the Chumash, the story of the Torah, on a basic, what we call in Hebrew, pshat level, so that would be amazing. It would still be Hashem talking to us on the pshat level, but the fact that in general we say that God talks to us simultaneously on 4 levels, which is the simple meaning, the homiletic meaning, the allegoric level, and the secrets, all 4 of these levels speak to us simultaneously, is unbelievable. Now, adding to this is going to blow anyone away, the Ben Ish Chai, Rav Yosef Chaim of Baghdad, one of the great Kabbalists and Jewish leaders up until about the end of the 19th century, until about 1800s. I think he passed away at the very beginning of the 1900s. What he says essentially is this. He says, if you take the 4 dimensions of Torah, you also have to add to it a statement from our sages that there are 70 faces to Torah. So essentially, when you do it that way, it's interesting. So you have 70 faces of Torah, and you have 4 different dimensions. So 70 times 4 is 280. So he says, according to that, there's 280 paths and ways to understand this Torah. It's unbelievable, 280. Another great rabbi, Rav Yaakov Abu Chatzera, one of the great Kabbalist rabbis from, I think, Morocco, originally is where the family comes from, and also the Ramchal, a very famous Ashkenaz sort of rabbi from Italy, Rav Moshe Chaim Luzzatto. They both explain in their writings that there are 600,000 letters to the Torah, which represents 600,000 ways of understanding the Torah. So again, our Torah is unbelievable, infinite in depth of wisdom, using every component and every aspect of Torah communication. The simple, the homiletic, the allegoric, and the secrets. And we're going to, hopefully it'll give us a different appreciation of how Torah can talk to us.
600,000 letters, is that does that correspond to the 600,000 souls?
Absolutely. The 600,000 letters, this is Zohar. It's hard to figure out how they got to these letters. They could be counting parts of letters. We're not sure how this actually adds up correctly, but there's a tradition that there are 600,000 what we call root letters in the Torah, and they correspond to the root souls of Israel, 600,000 souls. They are compatible. Those are 2 ideas. And the beauty is that the word Yisrael, which is the name of the Jewish people, that the Rashi Tevot of the letter, the word Yisrael, is where this idea comes from. Because if you take the word Yisrael, Yud, Shin, Resh, Aleph, Lamed, it reads out as a acronym. It reads out like this. Yesh Shishim Ribo Otiyot LaTorah. The very word Yisrael, which is us, teaches us that there are 600,000 letters in the Torah, which means that they correspond to us and our souls. It's a beautiful, deep idea. This ultimately connects with another Zohar, which is again the deepest secrets of Kabbalah, that really, when it's all said and done, the Torah and the souls of Israel and Hidabroot, the Holy One, blessed be He, Hashem Himself, are all connected through this 3 connections that are one.